An historic day in Utah as state lawmakers meet in a special session to address the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic.
ABC4 senior political correspondent Glenn Mills followed the virtual gathering and has reaction on one of the more controversial bills.
It's calm and quiet inside the state capitol, but it's a very busy day for lawmakers. It's not only the first remote session of the Utah Legislature, but also the first time they've called themselves into special session thanks to a change approved by voters in 2018.
Well, it's historic for those two reasons, but it's historic even for a bigger reason. I don't think there's ever been a period of time, at least in my lifetime or of my political history for sure, that we have had such a challenging moment.
Senate President Stuart Adams says his priority for the special session is to get the economy going again.
In a very measured, thoughtful way. I'm calling it sustainable social distancing. We have to find a way to protect our health, but we also have to find a way to get people back to work.
Adams says a commission will help push that along, potentially by the end of the month. The legislature also addressing the state budget, the working rainy day fund, unemployment, the 2020 primary election, and more in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Most bills are flying through, but one is being met with resistance.
This bill is essentially a power grab.
Lauren Simpson with Alliance for a Better Utah is referring to House Bill 3005. It requires the governor to give legislative leaders 48 hours notice before issuing an executive order in response to an epidemic or pandemic emergency if lives are not on the line. Before it passed the House 56-18, one representative argued it's a legislative overreach. Simpson agrees.
Having a leader who can respond nimbly is one of the reasons why we have an executive, because that's what you want in a time of crisis. You don't want, decisions when time is of the essence have to go through a giant committee like the legislature.
Adams says for issues that can wait, this will be a better process.
I have 103 other legislators that I deal with. It's a great opportunity because whatever idea I come up with, it always gets better when I vet it past those 103 other legislators. And we think perhaps the governor could benefit from giving us a 24 to 48 hour notice.
In Salt Lake City, Glenn Mills, ABC4 News.
In a statement, a spokesperson for Governor Gary Herbert's office said in part, quote, "We have concerns with elements of the bill and its impact on executive branch operations. We are working in good faith with legislative leadership to address those now." That bill is now off to the Senate for consideration. The session is open for 10 days. The legislature will meet again tomorrow and possibly a day or two next week.